Hey, another video, and this time to introduce the book about supercharge your health with pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. And I thought that was very interesting because it's a good therapy for people with autoimmune conditions or cancer. And as we know, those are on the rise. So I think when we educate ourselves about alternative treatments that can help a lot better than all the medication that is out there, then we should share our knowledge together. And this is a very interesting book. First of all, this is written by a doctor, MD, William Pollack, and he used to be a normal, traditional doctor prescribing medications. And in the introduction, he writes, in 1985, in the beginning of his career, within the same month, 3 of the patients that he had in the hospital, they died from gastric bleeding from the stomach. And the cause of the gastric bleeding was ibuprofen, or that is in English Tylenol. So an over-the-counter medication that can cause gastric bleeding. You can actually die from it. And he was devastated and asked himself why this could happen to his patients. The answer became obvious after a good medical workup. The patient's use of ibuprofen, aspirin, or both had caused the gastric bleeding, along with kidney and liver damage. And then he asks himself, so why was he using these medications? Because that's what all doctors did at that time. It was the main solution that he had for helping people with their chronic pain problems. And 16,000 people per year die from gastric bleeding caused by ibuprofen. So that was a big wake-up call for him. And then he looked into alternative treatments like the pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. And there were over 30,000 documents on the effects of magnetic fields in biology. And another 5,000 full-length articles of studies on different magnetic systems that prove that fact. So he was diving into what is not traditionally taught to doctors. And as we all know, the pharmaceutical industry is corrupt. And he wanted the best for his patients. You know, this is a doctor with a good heart. He started off with the mainstream treatments, but then discovered that that was actually not helping his patients. And, you know, they were dying of, the gastric bleeding from ibuprofen. And that is what he was prescribing for pain management. And he says, and he dove into this whole electromagnetic field thing, and then he discovered that all the devices that we have, all your cell phones, all the radiation, that is actually toxic for the body, like I explained from the other book, that was the Invisible Rainbow book from Arthur Firstenberg. And there are many studies how harmful these EMFs are from the devices that we have. So we have a spectrum of electromagnetic fields, and the most toxic ones are the ones that they chose for the cell phone industry and for all the devices that we have in our homes. And so when you dive into this is a whole rabbit hole you go in, and then first you want to help your patients, and then you discover that our whole system is based on harming our health and is not in our best interest. So the aim of this book is to help you gain control over your health by adopting pulsed electromagnetic field therapy as a primary self-care tool you can use to both prevent and reverse the widest range of health conditions. And yeah, he's very passionate about it, and so I just wanted to share this introduction with you, so to get you all excited for my next videos. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.